the Continental. He got killed before the 5th of October, before the happenings or the developments in the October of 2000.
Yeah.
When opposition got the revenge for Milosevic, and Milosevic regime has managed to fail. Before going to the crisis of the humanitarian crisis in Caucasus and also in Macedonia, I wanted to ask you, because you are a professional and you have managed to take photos for 7 or 8 years during the Croatia war, Bosnia, and also Kosovo. I wanted to ask you something personal. How did you manage to settle the emotions, and have you managed to be completely professional, or maybe in some cases to help people, civilians here in Kosovo and also?
Always, if I'm the only one around that can help, that's what I do first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's part of being human. First job is to help. But my job in the war zone is to record. There are other people who have jobs for humanitarian crisis. They're professionally trained. They have the logistics for that. That's not my job. If somebody needs help in front of me and there's nobody else to do it, then that becomes my job. But when it's concerning masses of refugees, my job is not to supply food to them. My job is to...
Were you on those situations sometime here?
I remember in Kosovo during the war, a village that was burnt to the ground. The family had come down from the mountains, maybe to feed their stock or animals, or pick up some water. I'm not sure. And there was a mother with 2 children. One was a young boy, maybe 10, and the other one was a younger girl. She might have been 4 or 3, 4, maybe not older than 4. And she had burnt herself very badly on one foot. She was barefoot, and she'd obviously wandered into the burning coals of a building, and her foot was a balloon. So it needed immediate and serious medical attention. Otherwise, she was going to lose her foot. And I was working with journalist Jane Pelez from New York Times, and she was also...
Do you have photos for
I'm not sure if I have photos of the girl. I think there's a picture on there, but I'm also, again, not sure if it's exactly that same village or not. I would have to look deeper into my archive to know if I still have it. Anyway, so we begged this mother to allow for us to take all of them to the hospital or to Pristina, and she was afraid, terribly afraid of going anywhere near Pristina or Serbs, and the hospital was definitely out for her. There was no way she was going to go. And then we tried to negotiate that maybe she can leave her son behind so he's safe with other members of the village, and we just take her and the daughter. And it took some quite convincing, but she definitely wouldn't leave her son behind. And we managed to find a doctor in Pristina that was private somehow and would see them privately at his own residence in Pristina. We made lots of phone calls. This is again Beryl. And we put them in a car, which is a little bit against the rules that we're allowed to do. You know, we're a press, and we're allowed to transport in our vehicles ourselves and our fixers, and not really anybody else. We're not really allowed to transport anyone else around, especially soldiers, but also civilians.
That was dangerous
it was dangerous for us. It was dangerous for them as well. But it's also, you know, against the rules or against part of the accreditation that we were supplied. But we came to a Serb checkpoint, and we had some problems with the Serbs. They were very angry that we were transporting these mother and son. And after Jane got extremely